Hello there, welcome to the world of Pokemon. These are solo runs, and this one, I think this one is actually going to be really good. Again, not a Pokemon I've used a lot, but Primeape. He does have very high physical attack, and he's not too slow as well. And Primeape also learns Dig. This means that Primeape, given his high attack stat, will do very well. Is this on Charmander? I can never remember where exactly. I think Charmander's. No, hang on, I want Bulbasaur. In theory, I think Charizard is probably the least easiest matchup for Primeape. It's hard because, let me just deactivate that. Okay. Now, believe it or not, Primeape can actually learn Thunderbolt, which, to be honest, doesn't really help him because, as we will see as we open his stats, his special isn't going to be that high. So Primeape being able to learn Thunderbolt's not that useful. What he does start with is Karate Chop, which, believe it or not, isn't a fighting move on Gen 1. That was changed in Gen 2. I don't know if that's an error or not, but anyway, as you see, critical hit. Karate Chop has a very high critical hit ratio, so it's actually a pretty good move. I can't remember exactly what its base. It's a 22 level 6, so Primeape's probably in about the medium, roughly in that medium level up group. He's not going to level up slowly, but he's not going to level up really fast either, like some Pokemon have. So, as we begin, the usual prerequisite of collecting Professor Oak's parcel, who I believe is the true leader of Team Rocket. And mandatory part of the game, you can't skip it. And after giving him the parcel, he'll give you a Pokédex, which we will not open for the whole game. Did you know that the Pokédex originally wasn't intended to be a menu item like that? The Pokédex originally was meant to be a bag item. And you can use a couple of different methods. It's easy when you play on a system such as this because you can use game shortcodes, but you can actually still access the Pokédex as a bag item in the game. And it doesn't do anything spectacular, it just opens a Pokédex as if you selected it from the menu. But the fact that it is you can technically do it, is still cool. And let's see, another fact about bag items is Game Corner coins were also meant to be a bag item until they made the coin case. And you can get coins as items as well. Okay, there's another potion here. Another fun fact, did you know there is an item finder item inside of Fuchsia City's Safari Zone? If you go to the bottom right corner and you use the item finder, it will register there's an item. That item is a nugget, and it's sitting just outside of... It's in the void. It's in the black void, so you can't actually get it. If you try and walk to get it, the game will crash. So you can't actually access that item. Meaning there is... Technically you can't pick up every item in the game because you can't pick up that nugget, which my OCD doesn't like that at all, but I have tried before and you cannot obtain that nugget. Okay, that rival battle, as you saw, was pretty easy because Primeape's hitting quite hard. What level is it? Level 9. Level 9, and look at its speed and its attack. Primeape is going to be a very heavy hitter. In saying that, it will not exactly take a lot to knock Primeape out either. And because Karate Chop is not a fighting move, it won't get a typing advantage against Brock. where if it did, everything would probably be either a 1 or 2 hit knockout. However, I don't think Primeape is actually going to struggle with Brock. Ooh, okay. Alright, well if we just keep bopping Geodude with... then again, Primeape's... Oh no, he's taking too much damage. Alright, Primeape may need an extra level or 2. He is still strong enough, but Geodude and Onix do both have very high defense stats, so let's give Primeape another couple of levels. Because the thing with Primeape as well, his defense stat is actually quite low, so while he hits very hard, because his defense and his special are so low, it's not going to take a hell of a lot to knock him out. So let's get him to level 13. That's a bit better. Now, Mankey will learn low kick at like level 9. Or at least it did on yellow. I know there are some subtle differences between yellow to red and blue. And one of those differences is that you can catch a Mankey on yellow very early in the game. Alright, let's go for Fury Swipes. Fury Swipes is a terrible move, by the way. And thing is, Karate Chop is pretty much always going to critical hit because of Primeape's speed, so... Which is actually doing this. Onix has gone for Bide 3 times, and again. Now, if Primeape gets a 5 hit, that ends up being quite a lot of damage. Scratch is doing a bit more. I can't have Onix hit Bide, and it's no good going for Karate Chop because it's... The critical hit actually, it takes away the effect that Leah has done on Onix. That's why I don't... That's why Primeape kind of has a disadvantage against itself having very good speed, because critical hit ratios are based on your Pokemon's speed in Gen 1. But now that we are finally past Brock, we're 8 minutes in, or is that 9? No, it's 8. That's on my game timer up in my little... Oops, didn't want to battle her. Up in my left hand corner. My screen as I record. The fastest time, obviously, was Mewtwo. He took about 38 minutes, which is very, very quick. And the next closest to that, believe it or not, was Dugong. He took about 42 minutes. So, let's think ahead. So Misty could potentially do a bit of damage, actually, because of Primeape's poor defensives. I can learn Dig, so I won't bother to pick up the escape rope. I can get Mega Punch, but... You know what, it doesn't require you to battle, so I might actually just pick up Mega Punch and get rid of Fury Swipes, because Fury Swipes is really weak and inaccurate. Mega Punch is inaccurate as well, but it's a pretty hard-hitting move, so... It's not very often that I pick Mega Punch up, but I will for Primeape. Alright, let's get out of Mount Moon. And I've said it before, the encounter rate in Mount Moon is appalling. It is so high. Okay. Rattata, Zubat. So let's think ahead now. Primeape, it shouldn't struggle against Surge. As long as it can outspeed it, it should knock him all out in one hit. Do I get to the ledge? Yes, very nice. Level 8, okay. Any physical attack is going to knock that out, and my Great Ball didn't work. we can get Seismic Toss to make that a bit easier. Why do I... Okay, this Goldeen could be a bit of trouble because it knows Peck. And could do a little bit of damage, but Primeape is fine. Now, level 18. I don't think Primeape will be able to beat Misty just yet. We'll get through Staryu fine. Starmie though, X defend. That's not too bad because if Primeape just hits critical, it's going to take about 4 hits and Primeape is finished. So that is the downside to Primeape. He is defensively weak, and because Starmie has very good special, that Bubble Beam is doing a lot of damage. So it's going to be a 2-shot against Pidgeotto. We didn't get Zantac, so that's good. So we're going to go up, we're going to do Nugget Bridge before we battle Misty. In fact, after beating Bill, we can remove the rocket from the front of that house and we can get Dig. Dig is going to be Primeape's main move for pretty much the whole game. There you go, Primeape is trying to learn Fury Swipes again because it's leveled up. Mega Punch. Didn't knock out a Mankey. Get rid of some of those potions. How much is Scratch doing? It's a little bit. I'm running out of Karate Chop. I need to save it for Geodudes. Alright, let's pick up an Elixir. Primeape can learn Seismic Toss, and to be fair, Primeape doesn't have a fantastic move pool. Body Slam, Dig, maybe keep Karate Chop and Seismic Toss. That's the learn set that I'm thinking about going with for Primeape. He can learn Thunderbolt, but because his special is really low, it's not really worth him having Thunderbolt. So let's pick up Seismic. Get rid of Leer. I wonder what level Primeape learns Low Kick at. I thought it would have learnt Low Kick by now. Scratch. Alright, Bill is out of the costume. He gives us the SS ticket and we can now get past that rocket. Which... oh, oops. Okay. Actually, while I'm here... no, crud. I don't have any balls. I'll catch a Spearow here. Alright, Seismic, very nice. That Spearow we will trade for Farfetch'd when we reach Vermilion City. In the meantime, let's defeat this guy. Oh, Primeape got put to sleep. Drowsy used Confusion and nearly knocked out Primeape. I'm actually going to get rid of Mega Punch. Scratch has more PP and it does less damage, but Mega Punch is inaccurate and I don't like it. That way, if Primeape needs more PP to get through, so like Rock Tunnel or something, he's got that little bit extra there. Alright, Dig on Starmie did half. Karate Chop might knock it out if it gets a crit. Almost. Okay, TM11 is no good. Primeape can't learn Bubble Beam. grab a full restore. And I was trying to avoid him, but it's okay. Alright, can't avoid these trainers. I can avoid the Butterfree, but because of how quickly my speed up goes, I usually overshoot and run straight into him. Okay, let's heal up. Let's get rid of Spearow. And let's do a quick bag drop. Alright, first of all, we're going to come in here and we're going to get the TM for Body Slam. Body Slam is base 80 and can cause paralysis. This is a really good move for Primeape. Let's get rid of Scratch. So, Body Slam is now, along with Dig, going to be the main two moves that will get Primeape through the game. As you see, we can use Dig against Charmeleon to ensure a one hit. We now have Cut, so and we're probably going to outspeed Surge. So let's come up here. First electric lock, and again, I say it in all the runs, but it's 50-50 as being the one right next to it or the top left. It's Genmon's buggy programming. But Surge, Dig, that's a win. Focus Energy, don't use Focus Energy in Gen 1, it's broken. Instead of doubling your critical hit ratio, it will halve it. Actually almost make it impossible to get a critical hit. So Primeape, I will show you, can learn Thunderbolt, but with a special stat, 20 points lower than his attack, 23 to be exact, you don't need it. Because he's a fighting type, maybe Primeape doesn't learn Low Kick by level up. He should have learnt it by now. Maybe it was just a yellow thing. You know what? I'm just going to do a quick check. Because Low Kick would be very useful against... Low Kick would be very useful against Lorelei. If I'm just thinking ahead. No, it doesn't. Yellow. Yeah, it only learns it in yellow. For some reason. Alright, but that's okay. Alright, Body Slam my way through the junior trainer. So Primeape may actually struggle a bit against Lorelei because Cloyster's got very high defense. And because Primeape is prone to taking heavy hits due to having a bad special, Lorelei might actually be quite a stall for Primeape's run. No, I've done this before. I need to get ducks out of the party until I get to Celadon. I need to get into a habit of doing this. Because if that hiker uses self-destruct and knocks out Primeape, the battle will end and I will technically be able to advance. I've lost a couple of runs because of that, and it's 20 to 30 minutes that goes straight down the drain when it happens. So I need to do it with Koga as well. Okay, Body Slam. Yes, I know Primeape is leveling up a bit, but okay, super potion. Alright, straight. Oops. So this may be a bit of a... Oh, no. It'll be fine. He's got dig. Now, if you didn't see what happened there, Primeape used dig. His Geodude used self-destruct. His Graveler then came out and got hit by dig. That's why dig is such a important move if you're doing runs like this. Because not only is it's actually base 100 in Gen 1. I think it was supposed to be base 80, like it is in other gens, but... Okay, we've reached Lavender Town. There is a rival battle in here. He's a bit underleveled, but that's because the game made him underleveled. His Pokemon should have been a little bit... They should have been around level 30. Instead, they are... as the same level as Surge. So... well, roughly the same level as Surge. Okay. Off to Celadon City. In Celadon City... You know what, I just had a thought. Primeape won't struggle against Lorelei after all. Primeape can learn Rock Slide. And you can get Rock Slide from the TM girl in the Pokemon. I just thought of that then. And I think it's for Soda Pop. So Rock Slide, it's not a 100% accurate move, but I think it might be like 90 or something. You know what? I'm gonna get rid of Seismic. I always say I'm gonna learn Seismic Toss just because, and I just never end up using it. Get rid of Thunderbolt due to the low special of Primeape. It's not really going to be any use. Okay, I don't have Farfetch'd in the party. Alright, so we are going to go on and I'm going to battle Erica first, who again, I also need Farfetch'd in the party to cut. Okay. Now that we've got Fly, I'll do Erica first. Primeape should be able to beat Erica without too much problem. Although, then again, if Victory Bell and Vileplume hit their... Oh no, again, I'm forgetting. I just keep forgetting. I have Dig, it's ground type move, their part. Ooh. Okay. That did quite a lot of damage. I thought Dig would have done more. Alright, it's Vileplume. It didn't one shot. Oh, it went for Poison Powder. Okay. Erica very well could win that battle. Razor Leaf, used by Victory Bell, has a high critical hit ratio. And Victory Bell is also really, really tough. I used Victory Bell in a run not that long ago. Actually, it might have been yesterday that I did Victory Bell. And Victory Bell was really, really good. up until it reached Agatha in the Elite Four and Blaine, Victory Bell was like smashing the game. And mainly because Razor Leaf was so good. Okay. Dig against all the coughing. That'll make Primeape good against Koga. Dig will make him good against Blaine. It's just beaten Erica. Sabrina. Sabrina will be a tough one. If Primeape can outspeed, he can hit his physical moves because Psychic Pokemon don't have a lot of defense, but if Primeape gets blinked at with Psychic or anything like that, it's gonna get hasted. Alright, gotta get through these two. Do I have potions or super potions? I should be fine. Arbok, good. I could use Dig against Arbok as well. There is a super potion just above Giovanni there. Alright, Dig on Onyx, Dig on Rhyhorn, Kangaskhan, Dig again. Ooh, that might be 3 hits. It is 3 hits. Alright, pick up the Silph Scope and let's Dig out of here. Okay, Erica, Fly, and Game Corner. That's the checklist. Okay, back to Lavender Town. And we are going to progress through Pokemon Tower. Head over and grab the Poké Flute from Mr. Fuji. Dig will get us through the Ghastly and the Haunter from the Channelers. And I'm actually going to do Koga before Sabrina, simply because, obviously, Sabrina is a tougher battle for Primeape, so Koga should be nice and easy. Okay, pick up a rare candy. Okay, Body Slam, Body Slam, Body Slam. And, oops, okay, Zubat, Zubat, Golbat. Let's use Rock Slide. So because Rock Slide will be super effective against Lorelei, that's what I'm going to hope in when it comes to her battle. Her battle will now be a lot easier. Rattata, Eradicate, very nice. Alright, that's Mr. Fuji's Poké Flute. Let's head to Celadon and let's head to Fuchsia City. We will commandeer a bicycle. There's another rare candy. So with Gen 1, because of the way the frames work, you can hold your left or your right button. No, you're only going left on them. Just hold down your left button and just press A, and just keep holding your left button. You will walk straight past the guard. Alright, so as you see, Seismic Toss. As you see, the jugglers are actually going to be more difficult than Koga himself, because if they hit a psychic attack with their Drowsies or their Hypnos, they do a lot of damage to us. Hypno, I've done a run with Hypno, and Hypno was really, really good. In fact, he may have been one of the best that we do. Same with Alakazam, of course, as well. Alakazam was really, really good, and Alakazam also, I've still got ducks in the party. You know what, I'm going to switch ducks in to get him knocked out. Coughing went for Sludge, so now it's like the battle has restarted with only Primeape. Because if Primeape does get knocked out by... Wow, Coughing wasn't a one-shot with Dig. That's surprising. I thought that would have been. Alright, 2 digs. Oh no, that's not good. Body slam. I wanted to get it before it used another minimize. Alright, now we're in trouble. I don't know what it is with minimize, but it seems to, when their evasion goes up, it seems to have a harder effect than if you get hit by sand attack. If their evasion increases, it seems to... Now, I did use a Leer, so I'm not going to use dig or body slam. I'm going to go for rock slide. That way I didn't knock Coughing out in one hit. Because he got a Leer used on him, I went for a weaker move. I thought it was fair. There we go. We knocked out Muck that time, so... But yeah, if Muck uses... In fact, if Primeape gets hit by self-destruct, it's... Oh, that's smog. That's lucky they didn't poison, but... There we go. There's Koga done. Okay. I'll do Safari Zone after. You can have the bottle of water. And before we go any further, let's do a little prerequisite. Not mandatory, but I like to defeat the Karate Master. And I'm going to use Karate Chop because that should be a critical hit which will undo Farfetch'd Leer, and it's still a one-shot. Oh, another Primeape. Okay. So Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. It's somewhat relevant as well, Primeape defeating this gym leader, or unofficial gym leader. Alright, Saffron City. And we can now head into the Sylph building. Grab another elixir, and I need to swap him out of first spot. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter now because he's knocked out anyway. Alright, Primeape is at full health. Drowsy, let's use dig. Grimer, let's use dig. Machop. Okay. This is one of the tougher rival battles in the game because his Pokemon have gained like 10 levels since his last battle. Okay, there's Rock Slide. That does good against Pidgeotto. Let's use Body Slam on Execute. Gyarados. Rock Slide, it's part flying. Alakazam. Do we outspeed? We do. Digger's one shot. Charizard. I'll use Rock Slide, which is actually 4 times effective. I didn't think of that before. Maybe Blastoise might have been a better choice. Either way, well, Primeape can learn Thunderbolt as well. Dig's effective against Venusaur. Primeape, he's good against the rivals starting Pokemon altogether, so it didn't really matter which one I picked. Although 4 times effective, I didn't actually think of that before I started the run, but it doesn't matter. Alright, Dig. Let's use Body Slam, Body Slam, Body Slam. Kangaskhan's bulky. Okay, didn't knock out Rhyhorn. Nidoqueen should be one hit, very nice. Alright, Team Rocket is out of Sylph, let's dig out of here. Now Sabrina, we're gonna lose, aren't we? Oh yeah, we are so gonna lose. Alright, do we outspeed? Yes. Do we outspeed? Yes. Venomoth. Rock Slide, it is part flying. Alakazam, we will not outspeed. Now, Psywave does a certain parameter of HP of damage. It's a very... Psybeam will knock me out. Alright, what do we do? I reckon, given the nature of the difficulty, I'm going to go to Fuchsia. I'm going to get Surf and Strength now. I'm actually going to do Blaine first. Otherwise, I'm relying on luck. I don't want to just rely on the fact that Alakazam can use Reflect and Psywave, which would give Primeape another attacking chance. Primeape, in theory, would have to be stronger to be able to defeat Sabrina's Alakazam. Alakazam was one of the best runs that I've done so far. It was so powerful, but struggled against Sabrina's Alakazam. Okay. Let's give him his gold teeth. And let's use Surf and Strength on Lapras. Obviously Primeape can learn Strength, but Body Slam is a better move because it can paralyze. Let's head down here. Surf. Oops. I've never battled that swimmer before in these runs. Okay. Don't need an escape rope, I just need repels. Is there anything else? Yeah, we can get rid of Mega Drain. And we can get rid of Toxic while we're here. Very nice. Alright, Blaine, obviously, having Rock Slide and Dig is going to make Blaine a very easy battle. And I'm lost, where am I? Okay, down the middle. Down here. Up, up, up. Repel. Okay, there's another rare candy here. There is also another one in the corner. There's secret key. Let's dig out and let's go and defeat Blaine. Blaine was quite difficult for Victory Bell. That was the last one I did, it was. So, it's going to be a completely different story this time. Blaine could do a lot of damage if he hit one of his fire moves. If Primeape got burned, that would lower its attack stat as well. Okay. Alright, Rock Slide, good. Ponyta, Rock Slide, good. Rapidash, do we outspeed? We do. And it missed. Rock Slide isn't a perfectly accurate move. Arcanine should outspeed me. It doesn't. I thought Arcanine was faster. Then again, Primeape is pretty quick himself. Although Arcanine does take the hit though. So he must have a bit of... Can Primeape learn Fire Blast? No. So, level 45. Very good stats. Attack and speed, very good. Defense, special, a bit average. But can't make everything the same strength as Mewtwo now, can we? Okay. Well, we have to get past Sabrina now, as she is the next gym leader. Okay, Dig on Kadabra, very good. Mr. Mime, Dig, that's good. Almost. Venomoth, Rock Slide, it's been hit once, so it's not going to be able to take another hit. It does outspeed Alakazam now, which goes for Reflect. Okay. Well, all we can do is try again. Primeape eventually will win. It may have to get a bit lucky. Maybe one extra level might just get him over the... Alright, Dig, good. Thrash. Thrash is it's a move that's got a lot of power, but after a few turns you will get confused, which isn't really that handy. Alakazam, Dig, gained armor again. And because it's hitting me with Psybeam, like Primeape is getting knocked out in one hit. Dig, good. Okay, Mr. Mime. Venomoth, Rock Slide. Level 47. Dig. Psywave. Well, it didn't go for Reflect. And it was a critical hit, which did matter. But is it luck? Primeape's speed is very high. Its critical hit ratio is very high. It will get a lot of them, so... Alright, with Sabrina beaten, it is time to face Giovanni one more time. Dig on Rhyhorn. Body Slam, and Body Slam. You know, Machamp would be... I might do Machamp soon as well, because Machamp would be pretty good. Okay, Giovanni shouldn't be too difficult. Dig and Dig. Dugtrio doesn't have very high physical defense, although it wasn't a one-shot. Nidoqueen should be, wow, 2 shots. Nidoking, Dig, Dig. Rhydon, of course, does have pretty high defense, so it's going to take a few digs to knock him out. Fissure doesn't matter. Primeape's faster, so Fissure will never hit. Rescue. Okay. Rival battle before the Elite Four. Rock Slide on Pidgeot is 2 hits, but it's been hit twice by Wing Attack or something like that. Execute, Body Slam, 3 Body Slams. Gyarados, Rock Slide. Jeez, even Rock Slide didn't knock out Gyarados. Primeape's got no chance of winning that battle. Let's get him to level 52 and let's try again. Rock Slide is 1 hit with a crit. Dig on Rhyhorn. That's good. Execute. 2 Body Slams. Rock Slide on Gyarados. Alakazam, do we outspeed? We do. I tell you what, if it went for any Psychic move, Primeape wouldn't be awake right now. And knock out Charizard with Rock Slide. So look, with Dig, Rock Slide, and Body Slam, it's got a move variation that makes it good against most of the game. So Primeape's learned it, even though it's kind of small, it has some key moves that make runs like this a lot easier. That's why Primeape is doing so well, although 44 minutes, just about 45 is what I've got on my timer, so there have been a few Pokemon that would have already finished it by now. But hey, Primeape hasn't done too bad. fact, I would almost say that Primeape, if you were doing a randomizer and you got Primeape, you wouldn't be too disappointed. Onyx, I'm not looking forward to although I say that, but Onyx can learn Dig. It can learn Rock Slide. It's also kind of fast. The rest of its stats are god awful, but even its attack stats not that high. It's special. If it gets sneezed on, it will just it'll faint. Graveler. Like for example, Golem. I didn't think Golem would do that well, but Golem actually did really, really good. And no. And I've got repels. Oh boy. I lost concentration and I went down the ladder. Which leads to Moltres, but I don't want Moltres. Fun fact, Moltres at level 51 on this. So when Articuno grows to level 51, he learns Blizzard. When Aerodactyl grows to level 51, he learns Thunder. So when Moltres grows to level 51, he learns Fire Blast? No, he learns Leer. He was supposed to learn Fire Blast, but something in the coding wasn't right and he learned Leer instead, which is really unfair because out of the three, Moltres is the worst to use for Gen 1 anyway. Alright, Ducks, Lapras, you have both fulfilled your purpose for the game. Primeape is level 53. I'll hold the rare candies. I want to see if it can beat Lorelei at level 53. Let's go with Rock Slide. It's doing half damage against Dugong. Cloyster's got very high physical defense, so with Paralyzed Slowbro, let's go for Dig now. Okay, Rock Slide against Jinx, that's a one shot. Rock Slide against Lapras, it's going to be two shots with that crit. It misses Hydro Pump. Primeape defeats Lorelei without taking a hit. Wow. Was not expecting that. I was expecting to probably get to Lapras and then get knocked out, but not actually win like that. Good job, Primeape. Alright, Dig on Onyx, Dig on Onyx. Body Slam on Machamp. Body Slam again. Fissure won't work because Primeape is faster. Let's give you a full restore. Okay. We outspeed Gengar. Wow. Rock Slide on Golbat. I have no Rock Slides left. Body Slam. Been hit with Confusion and then Golbat went for Haze. Arbok, Dig, that's one shot. Do I outspeed the last Gengar? We do. Wow, how fast is Primeape? Okay, look, to be fair, that is pretty quick. And his physical attack is very good as well. However, Primeape, for doing so well, you can have an early Elixir. Alright, Gyarados, let's use Rock Slide, mainly because, it hit me with Hyper Beam. Now these should only go for Agility. Because it's a Psychic move, the game thinks that it will be super effective. Rock and Flying. Aerodactyl was probably where the run ends. Yep. Look, to be fair, that was a really, really good first run. I'm going to use the rest of the rare candies and get him to level 63. Alright, Cloyster. Body Slam, Body Slam, Body Slam, very nice. Rock Slide against Jinx, Rock Slide against Lapras, very nice. Dig on Onyx, another another dig. Body Slam Hitmonchan, Body Slam Hitmonlee, dig on Onyx, and Body Slam on Machamp. Ooh, it did quite a bit with submission. Okay, Agatha is probably going to be all one-hit KOs. Oops, I've accidentally used dig against Golbat. Arbok and Gengar. Alright, Agatha, for a change, it's very easy. Okay, I'm going to use another Elixir now, because I'll still have enough PP for the rival. But Rock Slide I need for Gyarados, and it's used Hyper Beam again, which is a bit unlucky actually. Alright, Body Slam on Dragonair, and the other one. Aerodactyl, I'm going to go for Body Slam and hope for a Paralysis. Maybe Rock Slide's a better move. Okay, it's for a change, it's actually Aerodactyl that's causing the problems, which is quite uncommon. I've been knocked out by that Aerodactyl before in other runs, but usually it doesn't really cause that much of an issue. Dig. Ooh. I tell you what. Oh, I went for X Defender and I got a crit. Wow, Bruno almost won. Granted, I wasn't full health, but still. Dig on Gengar, Rock Slide on Golbat, dig on Haunter, dig on Arbok, and dig on Gengar. Now, in theory, if I wanted to be cheap, I could... Oh, I've got to be careful with my elixirs. Alright, Rock Slide on Gyarados. It's missed the first one, but it one hit the second. So we are now full health for Aerodactyl, so now we should win. I'm going to go for Body Slam still. It's missed Hyper Beam. It's... Oh! Oh, you dirty prick. Jeez, that was actually really unlucky. That was actually quite dirty to use a Hyper Potion. Of course, Lance does have them, but I tell you what, that should have been Primeape's victory. So, I'll tell you what, if that Aerodactyl goes way cheap, there is a cheap thing I can do to beat that Aerodactyl. I can go and get Mimic and get rid of Karate Chop because I'm not using it. And Mimic Hydro Pump off of Gyarados, and we'll see how tough that Aerodactyl feels. Although Hydro Pump, to be honest, probably still wouldn't knock it out because of Primeape's poor special. Alright, well I'm almost out of elixirs, which is really bad. It's used a Hyper Potion and it's just used a Hyper Beam. Alright, we've paralysed Aerodactyl. It's gone for Hyper Beam. Let's go for Rock Slide. Maybe Rock Slide was a better move from the start. Dragonite's only going to go for Agility, so that's fine. Level 71. I'll use the elixir in the last full restore because I reckon, Primeape, I reckon you've got this. Because if you use Rock Slide against Pidgeot, it's not a one-shot. How many times have you missed? Jeez, usually it's not that bad. We do outspeed Alakazam, so we should be able to dig him out. Should be able to dig on Rhydon. Exeggutor, Body Slam, Hypnosis, that's not good. slide's not a one hit. Okay. I am out of... I can grab a max ether. Actually, you know what? I just thought of it then. I do actually have 2 PP ups, which I may have to use. It's a good thing I kept those PP ups to the end, because I wouldn't have figured using them on Rock Slide. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use both of them on Rock Slide, and that might get him through. Although Rock Slide also doesn't heal your PP. You need to go to the Pokemon Center again. Oh, I've only got 3 digs left already as well. Meanwhile, Primeape's learn set, while not bad, it does have a weakness with PP. It doesn't have a hell of a lot. And Rock Slide, I'm going to have to use Rock Slide against one of the Haunters. Oh no, I could have saved it for Arbok, so I can hit Arbok. I've got no dig. This isn't good. It's missed Rock Slide twice. 3 times. It's missed Rock Slide 4 times. Rock Slide is not that inaccurate. Alright, that was just a really crap battle. Alright. You know what we can do? There are more elixirs around the game, obviously. But what I can do is I can come up here and defeat a Cubone and a Slowpoke. I can pick up a max ether from here, and I can also head back to Cerulean City. Oh my god, there we go. I can head back to Cerulean City and I can pick up, while avoiding the trainers that I didn't battle, I can pick up an ether here. And we're gonna have to use them after beating Lance. Because for some reason you can't buy those items. I don't know why they made them that you couldn't buy them. Because it's not like healing your PP has the same effect as using a full restore. So I don't know why you can't buy those items. I don't know, maybe if it was just limitations of the game's memory, but... Oh, you are joking. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. Primeape, in fact, if it uses Fire Punch, which it doesn't have, got a freeze on an Ice Punch. I've still got Ducks in the party. Unbelievable. That is so rare. It's like a 10% chance, and again, it's another 25% chance for it to actually use that move to begin with. Alright, Lorelei is easy. Right, dig on Onyx, one shot, very good. Body Slam. Primeape is just about to go over the hour mark, which doesn't really reflect how good it has actually been. It has actually been a lot better than that. It's just now that it's hit the Elite Four that it's having issues. Alright, dig on Gengar, Rock Slide on Golbat, dig on Haunter, dig on Arbok, dig on Gengar. Rock Slide, one hit on Gyarados, that's very good. That means I don't get a Hyper Beam or a Hydro Pump. Rock Slide on Aerodactyl, finally. Much better. Much better. Okay. Taking no damage. I don't think I'll need Body Slam. In fact, I'm not going to use either one of them. Okay, Pidgeot should be a 1-slot with Rock Slide. Dig on Alakazam. It's gained armor. I should have gone for Body Slam straight away, shouldn't I? Now I've got to go for Karate Chop against Exeggutor. Unbelievable. That may have been a mistake to use Dig. I probably should have gone for Body Slam against Alakazam because I think it will still be a 1-shot KO. And the issue is because Alakazam was able to hit that Psybeam, or it would have been a Psybeam, I think a Psychic would have knocked me out. And it just did way too much damage. I'm going to use Karate Chop against Machamp. And you know what? I may also use Karate Chop. Rock Slide's fine against Golbat because of its... I'm going to use Karate Chop against Arbok. That should save a little bit of PP. Okay, up to Lance. I get the feeling this is a run. Primeape has now gotten to such a level it should be able to win this. Dragonite obviously can't damage me. It's only going to go for Barrier or Agility. Alright Primeape, this is the one. This is the one that you get the win. Rock Slide should 1-shot Pidgeot. Body Slam does, well, it had a crit, but it should have still been a 1-shot. Dig on Rhydon is good with a crit. Okay, let's use Body Slam on Exeggutor. Fawn Sleep, but it can really only use Barrage or Stomp. Rock Slide, good. That's... oh, it didn't 1-shot Gyarados. That's surprising. And, you know what, I'm going to use Karate Chop against Charizard. I'm going to give it a chance to use... It went for Fire Spin and it missed. Look, I gave it a chance to get a hit, and it used the worst move possible. Well, Primeape, he's taken over an hour. He's taken an hour and 2 minutes, or hour and 3. It's just about to clock over. But to be fair, I think he was better than that. I actually didn't mind him. It was only really until he got to Lance and some of the Elite Four that he really had a problem. He didn't really have a problem with anyone else in the game. He got knocked out by Sabrina, but that was pretty much it. Overall, Primeape, I reckon he's quite solid. I would be happy if he come up in a randomizer. I wouldn't complain. Well, wherever you are in the world, stay safe, keep well. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you in the next solo run. Farewell.